think that deep down, everyone fears starting over. In any aspect of life, starting over feels like waving the white flag almost. Like all the work you put in wasn't enough. For a long time now, I felt the resistance to starting over because I didn't believe success was meant for me. But starting over doesn't have to mean any of these stories that we come up with in our minds, because that's all they are stories. Day by day, we come up with so many more reasons as to why things won't work versus giving ourselves reasons to why they will. The first step to starting over, or even starting for the first time, is the first step. There's strength in letting go and building something again, this time with much more intention.
All right, so for the past about like year and a half, I'll say, I've been paying about $200 a month for this 10 by 15 storage unit. And as you can see, it's pretty empty. I got it in anticipation of having more product on hand for my old brand, but as you can see, it's only this box in the back. The question is probably why I've been like spending $200 a month when I don't have like any product or like been making much use of the unit at all. And I honestly couldn't really give you a solid answer. So I think the reason I've been avoiding it so much is that it kind of feels like going backwards in a way or giving up on the brand. But in reality, it's kind of just a waste of $200 a month. Right now, as we're in the process of like rebranding, I've been procrastinating, but I figured it was finally time to like just get it over with and pack up and move out. It doesn't mean that it's over, you know? It's more stuff to come. It is a humbling experience, but it's also liberating because I'm allowing myself to let it go, knowing that it's better stuff to come in the future, and all it is preparations for what's next. So just starting over, that's all.
Over the past year, I've struggled much myself with the feeling of being stagnant, followed by the overwhelming sudden burst of motivation to make a change. But sitting down and actually doing what I said I would do, it was much too scary in my mind, and it would consistently become a problem for the me of tomorrow. What I realized though now is that procrastination isn't just an action. It becomes a habit, which then transforms into your lifestyle, which then transforms into your life. And we end up 10 years down the line with a bucket full of regret and a plethora of excuses. It's a snowball effect, and the longer you take to address it head on, the harder it is to get started on anything again. Yet as the new year becomes not so new anymore, and I get closer and closer to reaching the age of 22, I know that the time is ticking in my youth. Being in your 20s can be scary, but they're also filled with opportunities that you will easily miss out on if you're too scared of taking a leap. I find myself consistently waiting for the perfect time or whenever that stroke of inspiration occurs. When the truth is, it'll never come. You have to make each moment the best moment to act. Easier said than done, of course, but you'll never know if you never try. I spent the better half of the last 2 years too scared to act on the dreams and goals I have for myself and the ones I want to reach. But I'm sure we've all heard the saying before. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And all you have to do is start.
Exactly what we're doing today, and probably the day after that, and the day after that, and honestly up until the day I get my M3 comp. Because once that happens, I'll be satisfied and probably won't work another day again in my life. But in all seriousness, though, let's get started. So honestly, for me, one of my biggest challenges is procrastination. I would tell myself I'm doing something tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes, and then I never deliver on what I said I was gonna do, and then it becomes just like a huge snowball effect where I look up and then 2 weeks have passed. So the best remedy for procrastination is to start small, and that's the key, is to start small. So we're gonna kind of start small today. Gonna kind of redecorate in here, give it a little bit more life as we prepare to get like more inventory on hand and progress things with the clothing brand and just stop procrastinating overall. So honestly, one of the first things we're gonna be doing is like transforming this wall. I know you can't see it, but it's like a fridge down here. This is like kind of a storage rack that I haven't been using. As you probably saw earlier in the video when I was sitting like right over there, we got like some storage shelves from IKEA that we're gonna be like assembling and putting over here just so like we have a place to put inventory. This is what I was speaking of. There's another box. First start with this. Probably don't have enough space in here, so I'm gonna take it out there. But honestly haven't decided what I'm gonna do with these two yet. But I know I'm definitely getting rid of this rack because it's hideous. And the fridge I'm gonna keep in here. I might just move it to like that side of the room, or I don't know. We'll figure it out though. Alright, so this is what the finished product should look like. I ain't gonna lie, this should be pretty easy. Like I flipped through the book. It looked like a second grade handbook or something like that. For a while I couldn't find the screws, so I thought I was like tweaking, but it was like stuck at the bottom of the box. But again, all in all, seems like it should be pretty easy. I feel like I can finish this in like less than 30 minutes. So let's get it done. Alright, so organization is key. As long as you stay organized, you shouldn't have any problems at all. It should be pretty simple. I don't know why I'm like giving a tutorial like you guys are like building the shelf, or like this video it's about building the shelf, but I guess I'm talking to myself.
What I've learned is that starting over isn't about going back to the beginning. It's about moving forward with everything that you learned. It's easy to feel stuck, like you should have it all figured out by now. But the truth is, growth isn't linear. Some things have to completely break down for you to realize it was meant to be rebuilt with a different vision. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. And sometimes, that's all you need to do to prove to yourself that you're not stuck, you're just getting started.
Alright, so the shelving is finished. I would honestly say it took about like 35 to 40 minutes. Either way, it was like pretty quick. But first project knocked out of the way. All we gotta do is get it into the room, and then we can start on the next project. A little makeover, refresh for the office room. So yeah, first project is out the way. On to the next. Alright, so as you can see behind me, the shelves are finished. In the next month, these shelves will be filled with like product and like my next drop and the next collection that is coming soon, by the way. Anyways, on to the next project. This little space over here, I'm gonna put like a vinyl player and then like some speakers, and then like I don't have a lot of vinyls because like I've been sitting on this vinyl player for like, I'm not gonna lie, I bought it like 2 months ago and just never like found a use for it. I just never had a place to put it. But yeah, that is going to be the next project. So let's get started on that. It's actually a perfect fit. Right back. Now, all that's left to do is connect So pretty much finished with everything I wanted to do in the room. It does feel, pretty decent with the stuff we did get finished. I think I'm gonna decorate a little bit more, but overall, it's a new feel, feels rejuvenated, but pretty much done for the day. All right, so the last thing we got to do for today, something I've been holding off on for like the longest time. Get the samples posted on Instagram. Got a little teaser video that I'm gonna load up in my head. I gotta drive to this location. Today was a good day though. Felt productive. Got a lot of stuff done. But yeah, from now on, it's pretty much like all gas, no brakes. You feel me? Alright, so we just got done shooting the video. If you do want to see the finished product, it'll be on my brand's Instagram page, which I'll throw in the description. The next thing to do is just start working on the designs for the next collection. But today, I'm finished. I already feel like I've done more today than I've done like the past 6 months, maybe even up to a year. So I'll be going home and getting myself, take my ass to bed.
This could be your year.